friend. We're out on the highway each day. When we're on the road with you have a load, it's just a game that we play. Through rain and through sunshine, through ice and through snow, we're happy wherever we go. The trip may be long, but
Hi folks, do it again. Update, June 1st. I wanted to talk to you last week about some Midwestern generosity. And I come down here to film the video, and I was stopped by Carlos. He wanted to know exactly where I wanted my lights on my top boom deflector. So right now Carlos is going to show me where the lights are. Hi folks, update, here's Carlos showing me exactly where I want my lights. Now let me go back and make sure. And now, okay, now what I came here for, Midwestern generosity. I've been driving cross country since 1978. My first trip out west was August 78, across Interstate 80 in Northern California. And I found this little truck stop, this little den, that I fell in love with. And I've been stopping there ever since. Well, it's just that southern, that Midwestern hospitality and friendship really impressed me. It's now the world's biggest truck stop, and it still hasn't lost its charm and its friendliness, and that's Iowa 80. Well, as you know, many of you know, I've been trying for a long time to get back on the road. I had an operation back in 2002. The operation was totally successful, but the complications knocked me out for a couple of years. While I was recuperating, the company I was working for went out of business. I was stubborn. I wanted to put my original Highway Hilton back on the road. And finally, 2 years ago, I came to the conclusion I will never find a company, a reputable company, who will hire me in my Highway Hilton. So I started looking into getting something newer. I went to the show in Louisville 2 years ago. Just to be told, oh, you've been off the road too long. Well, I'm not one to give up, and I kept on looking, and this April, it finally came together. I found a company who's going to hire me. I showed them all my experience, all my training, and they said they would give me a try. That would make it possible for me to buy a truck. That's Schneider National. Also, last year I wouldn't have had no problem with down payment, but because of banks that act more like John Gotti than responsible businessmen, doubling my interest rates on my loans, credit card loans, with no reason other than new rules were coming into effect, and another bank who doubled how much I had to pay back each month without no excuse. I'm bleeding about $600 a month more going out than coming in, and I depleted $10,000 of savings that was supposed to be the down payment. So the money I have for the down payment is very tight to make this come true. Now, I have no problem hitting up big corporations for sponsorships since my tours, but I hate asking friends for stuff, you know? And I consider this truck stop a friend, at least the people that run it. So I needed some items. I might have been able to get them to Kendall, but it would have taken 3 time dumps, a week and a half longer, and it wouldn't have been the same quality. I wanted a new front bumper with some lights already in it, instead on the Nice and fog light, and some other items. So about 2 weeks ago, I called my friend, I'll tell you her name, Dear at Iowa 80, and I explained my situation. I didn't ask for nothing for free. I asked, because I'm buying a large quantity, could I get maybe a discount? The biggest thing I asked for was, I explained to her the situation, the money's extremely tight right now, I get barely enough for the down payment, but there's certain items I'd like to have on the truck when it leaves the shop. Would it be possible to buy these items and be able to put them on credit, on charge, and pay Iowa 80 back as soon as I'm back to work? Well, Delia said she would look into it. Last week I got a call from a very friendly young lady, Gail, Oh yeah, I was supposed to I gave Delia an A list and a B list. A list was things that I really want to have on the truck before it left, and the B list was stuff that could be done when I'm there for the Jamboree. Well, it's beautiful, sounding very friendly, very helpful lady by the name of Gail gave me a call last week to tell me that the order had been processed, and I was already nervous, wondering how much it would cost. When what you told me totally floored me. Rather than try to repeat what you said, I'll read what the order read. Hank, I'm writing you to let you know we have processed your order. This order will be a gift from Iowa 80. We do appreciate you and your business. Hank, it was very nice working with you. I do hope you will enjoy the items listed below and look forward to seeing them on your truck this year at the Truckers Jamboree. Well, I'll do my best to be at the Jamboree. I was already planning on being at the Jamboree with my truck. Iowa 80 has been my favorite truck stop for a long time. Favorite all over America. Still Iowa 80. Just as friendly as it was back in '78, just a lot bigger. Back in '78, I used to sit there at the picture window and watch all the big Western style trucks coming in and dreaming about having my own big truck. And after I had my own big truck, I used to still sit at that picture window and look at all the beautiful Western trucks coming in. Now that picture window is gone, but now they have a picture window to the Chrome store. And I sit there and dream about what will I buy next for the Iowa Hill. Well, I'm looking forward to premiering my truck with my friend at Iowa 80. This truck is supposed to be done the end of this week, but it's been pushed back a week because of problems with certain parts. But I'm so thankful for Iowa 80 help processing this order and their absolute generosity. It totally floored me. And a very big thank you to Delia, Gail, and everyone at Iowa 80. Like I said, I've been a long-time customer there, and I look forward to stopping there. It isn't just me. Back in the 80s, I had two boys who rode with me all the time, Rodney and Philip. It was their favorite truck stop too, where most boys only want to eat hot dogs and hamburgers. When Rodney and Philip heard we were going past Iowa 80 for 2 days, all would they be talking about it? Oh, those pork chops. They absolutely loved the pork chops at the Iowa 80 restaurant. We used to drive them. Poor Wait was crazy because the boys would want one breaded and one grilled. But they worked with us. But again, I'm looking forward to premiering my truck at Iowa 80. Again, a very big thank you to everyone at Iowa 80 for your absolute generosity. It totally floored me. But then that is Midwestern hospitality. I have one more thing I want to talk about, but that I will talk about in front of Hank 1. Now, Starship Enterprise has got Scotty to do the beaming. I got my crew angel Josh. Hey Josh, beam me to Hank 1. Oh, Josh, your aim's off. But thanks for the ride, Josh. Let me get over here. Alright folks, I'm now at Hank 1. This part B of this. But before I forget to mention it, about the generosity of my friends in Walcott, Iowa, Delia, Will, and the Moon family, and the expert work of Gail. Not only did they send me my complete A list, they even threw in some of the parts from my B list. Again, thank you so much, all my friends in Walcott. Now, the other thing, now I can't promise that I'm going to do it. I mean, I can just promise that I'm going to try and do it. If I can work out the logistics of getting two trucks to the same show at the same time 1,000 miles away.
My truck been my friend, both time and again. It's always been my truck and me. We do it again, through thick and through thin. My truck and me are a team. Both thought we'll be happy, it's time now to part. My truck My friend's getting